Hey guys, it's September 29th, 2017. It's a windy day, kind of cool. Um, Weather is definitely changing. It rained a little bit earlier, and this is the garden update. You can see the potato is still growing. Um, it's very deformed, the inner pot, and you can see the potato has started dying back. The leaves are turning yellow, so we should be able to harvest all of the potatoes soon. And then the wildflower, the plain corpses flower is finally opening, and there's a lot more flowers that's gonna come up in the next few weeks. And the whole wildflower pot is getting crazy, as you can see. The California poppy is getting covered up, and the crimson clovers, hopefully we'll see some flowers soon. The artichoke is looking healthy. This bonsai tree is looking healthy too. Venus flytrap, I believe it's dying back. And yeah, the ivy plants, I did this weaving thing last week. It's looking good. The catnips are doing well. I cut away the older plants, so now the new plants are coming up. Artichoke is looking very healthy too. Not sure if it's gonna flower this year though. Lily, the other two plants looking pretty much the same. The raspberry, as you can see right here, we have a bunch of flowers that died. They might be unpollinated, and then here's more flower. These probably are pollinated, I'm not sure. It's kind of tricky. The blueberries are just, I think it started dying back too. You can see some of the leaves has started changing color. Some red at the edge of the leaves. The lily of the valley is definitely dying back, as you can see. And then the Kelly lilies is dying back too. You can see this yellow leaves. So yeah, a lot of plants have started dying back. It's the end of September, so it makes sense. The strawberries, there's not much growth anymore. You can see there's no flowers. Most of the fruits has dried up. Yeah, so I think that's about it for strawberry for this year. The clovers are doing well. You can see it's really healthy, very green. Lacy phacelia. Some older flowers are still going. Don't see any bees recently though. Probably because we don't have enough flowers in this garden. Just not that attractive anymore. That's why I planted this new lacy phacelias over here. You can see they're coming up. And then the straw flowers. Still doing well, as you can see. This blueberry is pretty much the same, and you can see some of the leaves are turning color too, so it's probably gonna die back soon. Asparagus, no sign of dying back yet, still green. Hydrangea is really healthy. This one you can see some more flowers coming up. It's gonna be pink, and then this ones are still here. It's very pretty. And the bigger hydrangea plant is doing well too. Some more new flowers coming up. Not as much as the smaller one though. And then for the herbs, lavender, you can see the flowers are coming up. It's purple. You can see kind of the color right there. And then we have some flowers coming up on this one too. And yeah, overall I think the plants should be doing fine. The rosemary is doing well too. Still growing. Plants is getting big, looking healthy. And then the vines are pretty healthy too. You can see the flowers are getting, the flowers buds are getting bigger for the morning glory. and then the cypress vine. There's a pink flower over here, and then a bunch more flower coming up over here. You can see a bunch of flower buds. And then right here we have a bunch more flower coming up, and there's two white cypress vine. Oh, this one, two white cypress vine flowers, and then the older flowers are actually gonna become seeds soon. So I could collect the seeds for the cypress vine. The dahlia, as you can see, the mildew is pretty severe. There's a lot of white spots. Yeah, get this every year, so there's nothing really I can do. And you can kind of see the flower is a little deformed. It's damaged from the mildews. And the rhubarb is dying back too. You can see the leaves are changing colors. Yellow, red. And for the indoor garden, this orchid is doing very, very well. You can see here's one flower spike, 2, 3, and then 4, and 5. So there's still like more flower spikes coming up from this orchid. 5 flower spike total for now. So there's gonna be a lot of fragrant flower coming up. This orchid is pretty much the same. And then right here, all this plants, this one, string of pearls, are doing well too. And then this orchid looks pretty much the same. And you can see I transplanted these, and then this one I'm gonna cover in another video. Pine tree, I move it down, and then this orchid, not quite sure. Probably not gonna make it. This peacock plant, or / prayer plant, it's doing well. And then right here, this Hoya plant is still growing, as you can see. Let me turn this around. Yeah. So, and then this orchid, this new growth is coming up. Hoya plant is healthy. And then right here, this orchid is coming up with 3 new growth. And as you can see, I wanted to propagate some spider plant as well, so I've put them in the water. And then this orchid, new growth, doing well. Prayer plant / peacock plant, still growing, new leaves. Succulents are doing well, still growing, all looking good. Ferns,